Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is fight night, and we have myself on the right with my opponent on the left. It is a law mirror match, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see how this turns out. With this kind of match, with this mirror match, with just the mirror in general, I feel like I always try to play against obviously law's weaknesses. Which is, I think, is actually card hand size. Obviously, that's every deck's weakness, but I feel like, when you minimize law's hand, not only do you only have 4 life, but you also have, only so many cards to play for counters and things like that. So we're gonna go see who takes this one. So my opponent on the left having a pretty strong turn 2 here. I'm already down to 3 life, and before we get into it, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, which is DXN Outpost, DXN Provisions. It's the only place where I get all my sealed product from. Yeah, they have a lot of really good stuff in the site, and I'm gonna leave it in the description down below. You can check it out. So we see myself trying to take off that Bonnie, and I do not succeed, and I end up just passing turn here. Currently sitting at my 3 with my only 2 characters on board. We're gonna see what he does. He's actually gonna attack into the Robin here with the Brook 3k versus 2. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Brook from hand. I kind of want her to live. I need more attackers, and here we see the 5k into Nami, and I said, you know what, go ahead, take it. It's all yours. And we're gonna see the early law play, bouncing his character to throw out the Capone. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens here. It's not looking too good here. I'm gonna go ahead and tap 3 here to drop the Ezo to swing over the Bonnie with the Ezo. It looks like my opponent is gonna block with the law, and let's see, do I end up swinging at it? I most likely will, and he's gonna block with the Capone, and I'm gonna tap 3 and drop a killer. I'm trying to make my opponent drop as many resources as possible. Obviously, when you block with law, nothing I can do there. So yeah, the Bonnie, I'm telling you, the Bonnie is the card that I wanted to get rid of the most. Just having so many options, right? So here we see my opponent here debating kind of what he wants to do. He has a lot of cards, a lot of Dawn right now, but not too many cards in hand. It looks like he has like 2 cards in hand. So here we see, I believe, 7. Oh, now it's 7. 7 at Ezo here. Do I really want her to live? I don't. Not really. Not that bad. And then we're going to see him tap 5 to drop the Luffy. So he has 2 pretty big heavy hitters, but his board's completely empty. And as you can tell, I haven't seen any of my Tonys or my Capones. So no blockers on board, no laws. So let's see what I can do here. But overall, not looking the best for me right now. His 2 characters versus mine is a big difference. Now the thing is I have a lot more cards in my hands. I'm gonna go ahead and chip at him with 5k into lead. He does end up taking it, debating whether he wants to activate its trigger effect. And he's just gonna, add it to hand. It could be a pistol. Do you really want to waste a pistol on an Ezo or a killer? Probably not. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap 2, add to Brook, hit 5k into lead here. I kind of want to bait him into dropping the blocking with the law, but he doesn't do it. He just ends up taking it, drawing another card. I'm gonna go ahead and tap 5 here for the law to bounce the Ezo, to go ahead and bounce something else. Not sure here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put out the killer just to fill up my board. I just want more bodies on the board. I'm not too worried about really anything else. I just want more bodies. So here we have my opponent currently sitting, I believe, at a lot of Dawn. Tapping 1 for the Nami, getting Zoro off the top 5, and he's got like 8 active Dawn right now. Yeah, he's gonna tap 4 for the pistol to, of course, kill the law. Could have seen that coming from a mile away. And yeah, we're gonna see here exactly what he can do. 5 into lead here. I do end up taking it, so currently sitting at 2 life. And let's see, adding 1 Dawn to the character here, Law, swinging for 8k into lead. And guys, the most underrated card right now is Radical Beam, saving me for 9k here. And then he's gonna drop, he's got a Tony, a Brook, a Nami, Luffy, and the Law. So I am currently sitting at my 10 Dawn, which is pretty good. Yeah, let's see what I can do. 2-2 complete full board versus my 3 cards. He's got 2 blockers, completely tapped out though, so no Red Hawk, you know, no Radical Beam. I still haven't seen any Tonys yet. Oh my goodness, it's heartbreaking. The idea of losing and never seeing a Tony. This deck literally runs 12 blockers, so well, regardless, at least I am at my 10. I have, I believe, about like 3 or 4 cards, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Cat in the Hat to suspend the Chopper. I'm gonna add 3, and I am gonna swing over the Luffy here. He doesn't have enough cards to counter. He only has 2. I don't think he wants to drop his hand for it. I'm gonna go ahead and attack 3k into the Chopper. He does end up letting it go, and I'm just trying to pick him off. I'm trying to slow him down as much as possible. Tapping 1 for the Nami. Let's see what I can get off the top 5 here. I see the Tony. I try to actually get Law here, which I can't, which, you know, thankfully my opponent reminds me that I can't take it, so I do take the pistol instead, so thank you for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and, who am I kidding, I'm gonna tap 4 and pop the Law. Yeah, so now, you know, tables have turned a bit. I've completely reversed the table now. My opponent currently sitting at 2 characters and I have a full 5. Now, mind you, I have no blockers. I don't have a single blocker to save my life, and I have 2 cards in hand. My opponent's sitting at 3 cards in hand, I believe now. So he's gonna attack 5 into lead here. And I'm gonna counter with the 2k in hand. And yeah, guys, this deck's hard. This deck is hard. So oftentimes it takes a while. You see my opponent here deciding whether he wants to do 5k or attach more Dawn, and he's gonna just swing 5k, and currently sitting with 1 card in hand, and I end up just taking it. Yeah, now at 2. 2 cards in hand, so he's gonna drop 3 for the Zoro, and I counter with the Bonnie. Debatable play, but the card in my hand right now is Izo, so in case he drops another Tony or something like that, I want to be able to kill it. So he's swinging for 6k into the Brook, and then I'm just gonna let it go. So he does drop the Capone here, which is fodder for my my Izo. And here's the thing, I want to run you guys through my mind process here. I can go for game here. The question is, do I want to? I have nothing but 3Ks. I'm going to attack 5k into lead. He does take it. I'm going to attach 2 to the killer, and he does counter with the 2k in hand. Alright, 5k into lead again. Can I do this? Am I able to? 6 with the cat, and I hit for game. Oh my goodness, I got extremely lucky on that one. If he would have had, you know, a few more counters in hand. Now, clearly, the better play should have wiped his board. I should have cleared his board, but we take those. So thank you guys so much for checking out that video. I really do appreciate it. And stay tuned, because I have a ton of OP01 content coming out soon. See ya!